welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the weekly love outlook for the sign of Capricorn. This is for March 15th to the 22nd. Before we get into it, guys, I'm just letting you know that I'm giving away the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook set this month on my channel. This box set is going to be given away to a lucky subscriber, so you have to be subscribed. And of course, to someone who's left me at least one comment letting me know that you're interested in the drawing. And then on March 31st, I will go ahead and release the winner video, which will be announcing the winner. So don't forget to hit your bell notifications. Make sure you're going to be notified on the 31st of who the winner is. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. This is going to be a tarot reading to look into a connection that you have with someone, because we're going to be pulling their cards as well as your cards, Capricorn, and this is just going to give us an idea of where this relationship is at, if it's in challenge or if it's doing very well, if it's maybe increasing its level of commitment, or if there are other issues. Whatever the case is for this next week outlook, we're going to take a look at it. And of course, don't forget, this reading can't be for all Capricorns, right? So straight out, your person is resonating with King of Wands and you are resonating with the Moon. They see you as the Eight of Wands and you see them as the Sun. Wow. They see themselves in this relationship, in the relationship, as Ten of Wands, and you see yourself and your relationship with them as a Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have a Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles did show up a minute ago for Virgo as well, I believe, at the bottom of the deck also. So this is interesting. This is another relationship that has at its core issues to do with money. We don't see a lot of cup cards here, right? So I will be pulling more cards later on, clarifiers, but this is just the bare bones, right? So let's take a look. So interesting, you have Moon and the Sun. Wow. So Moon energy is, of course, feminine energy. The Moon is always associated with the female, feminine energy, and the Sun is associated with masculine energy. Now, your person sees themselves or is resonating with King of Wands, and you are resonating with the Moon. So again, King of Wands really is someone who is a great leader, someone who has a lot of vision and passion, right? They pretty much know what they are trying to achieve, right? King of Wands is really a high card for self-confidence, the understanding and the understanding for the need of a lot of different skills in life, you know, knowledge in life. The King of Wands is a leader by example. Just as the Emperor, the divine masculine, the Emperor Major Arcana 4 card is the ultimate sort of authority of men, right? The leader of men on earth in terms of authority and establishing order. The King of Wands is the leader because of his example. It's the way he carries his life and the way he conducts himself that he is an inspiration to others. He has a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom. He's also very idealistic, very individual, very quirky, very unique. So this is how your person is coming into the week. They certainly have their eyes on a particular goal that they're trying to achieve. And they certainly believe that they're going to achieve it. Now, the Moon is how you're resonating. So you're coming into this week quite unsure. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of information that you feel like you're not being given or that you don't have access to. Your emotions are kind of maybe all over the place this week. You're really not sure what you should be feeling about this connection, right? It could be that your person, oftentimes King of Wands can be a little bit aloof. They can be quite withdrawn. It could be that your individual is very busy with these things in their life and it's just making you feel quite sort of like, you know, where do I fit in? You know, what's going on? You know, something's happening. I can feel something's happening, but I'm just not being told what, right? This is what the Moon brings with it. It brings a sense of uncertainty. It can bring, to a certain degree, a little bit of fear and anxiety, but more, all of that is coming simply because the unsurety of it all, you know, the not knowing what everything that is actually going on. Now, how do you see each other? This is interesting. Your person sees you as Eight of Wands and you see them as the Sun. So they're seeing you as They're seeing you as resonating with moon energy, because Eight of Wands is a very sort of, it can be sometimes chaotic energy. It can be just really unsure, right? It's mixed messages, mixed feelings, a lot of different passions coming in, not really being sure which one is true, which one is, I want to say authentic, right? And so your person is seeing that you're really going through something right now. You could be going through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of chaotic energy. I look ahead and I see the Two of Pentacles there for you as how you see yourself in a relationship. So you're definitely going through, Capricorn, some financial ups and downs, right? And I think they're really impacting the way you are coming across. They're impacting your energy and your spirit, and your person is picking up on that. Now, you're seeing them as the sun. So they are someone who is very much sort of the center of your world. I'm going to say, Capricorn, you may indeed be very, very in love with them or very enamored by them. Just as they resonate with the King of Wands, which is fire of fire, you see them as fire. The sun is fire. Solar energy is fire in a lot of ways. Although we don't associate the elements with the major arcana, the sun is sort of, it is this energy that brings clarity, it brings attention, it brings focus. Sometimes this can indicate fame. Also, for someone, you may be dealing with someone who is very much in the public eye, and it could be some of that that's kind of like giving you pause for thought in terms of where do you fit in. In any case, the sun is confidence, it's clarity, it's confidence, it brings growth, and so you associate all of that with your person. I do feel like there is a separation here, though. It's like all eyes are on them, all attention is on them. And I do feel there's a weird kind of energy here with that you may be feeling a little bit less confident. You may not be feeling as sure of yourself in comparison to everything that your person is getting up to. Now, how do you guys see the relationship and yourselves in it? Well, your person sees the relationship as a Ten of Wands, and their part in it is Ten of Wands. So this can be interpreted different ways, really. They could see the relationship as being quite oppressive and something that they need to lay down. Or they could be seeing that this relationship is a vehicle by which they can lay down some of their other burdens in their life, right? I wonder, though, I wonder if they don't feel a little bit like they're being pressured here, right? They may be feeling a little bit like, this relationship is perhaps, maybe the relationship with you and the relationship as a whole perhaps could be quite a burden on them right now while they're trying to achieve something. They're very single-minded. You're dealing with somebody who's very much all about their vision right now, their vision, their future, their desires. So it could very well be that, and I'm not saying that this is the case, I'm not saying that you are a burden, Capricorn, but it certainly feels like your person right now is seeing this relationship as something that is too much for them to carry while they're trying to accomplish all of this other vision that they have. It could be coming across quite selfish to you. You may be thinking, well, damn, we're in a relationship. Why is this a burden, right? We may be dealing with someone who, like I said, is very egotistical, very self-centered, and they may find that a relationship right now is a burden, something that they need to lay down. In any case, Ten of Wands does talk about the feeling of laying it down, right? Letting it go. It's too much to carry, certainly. And if this is how they see the relationship, my feeling is that this is how they feel. They feel like this particular connection right now may be too much for them to carry simply because they have a lot of other things on their plate. Now, you are resonating with Two of Pentacles. So you see this relationship as a real source of a lot of ups and downs financially. There's a lot of chaos financially, right? It could be that for a long time you may have indeed had the money, right? Six of Pentacles indicates a high level of charity, right? Of giving, of supporting someone, right? It's the understanding of giving and receiving. Could be Capricorn, that you naturally being the hard worker, and oftentimes you are the one in the relationship that is resonating with a high level of financial abundance. It could be that you have been putting a lot of financial abundance into your person and their vision. And now there seems to just be a lot of chaos, right? A lot of ups and downs. They may not be telling you if this investment is working out. They may be sort of like, You know, I almost get the feeling like they're like, take the money. They're happy to take your money, happy to take your investment in their vision, but they're not very forthgiving with their own energy. They're not very forthgiving with what the next step is or what the outcome is. If they're not doing well, I don't see that they're necessarily going to talk to you about that, right? In any case, for you to see the relationship and your part in it as a Two of Pentacles, it definitely indicates that there's a lot of financial confusion here, right? And you're bearing the brunt of it. Meanwhile, they're kind of like, I want to say, you know, it's like they're so busy with themselves. You may be dealing with somebody who is extremely, extremely egotistical, right? Egotistic, very, very self-centered. They may be feeling very much like, you know, why shouldn't all the attention be on them, right? Why shouldn't all the money be there to support them? They may naturally feel as though their life or their goals are better than anybody else's or more important than anybody else's, right? I get that feeling because certainly you are, you know, your energy is focused towards them. Like you're looking at them, you're seeing them, right? And their energy is like me, focused on me, can't be bothered with all of these mixed emotions that you're bringing. And now they act like the relationship is a burden. You see what I'm saying? It almost feels like one of those connections, Capricorn, like somebody who, you know, got connected with you, you know, and got you to believe in them. They may be an artist or something like that, or they may be on some kind of career track that's very sort of individual. And they may have gotten you to support all of that and believe in them, support them financially. And now that they got what they wanted out of you, it's like they can't be bothered to put any real energy into the relationship, right? Almost makes me feel like you've been a little bit too charitable with this individual and you've kind of like gassed them up. They may have bought some of their own press, you know. So, wow, you know, Capricorn, I guess you have to decide, is this the type of person you want to be with, or is this the relationship that you want to carry on? But certainly you're the one who's suffering with a lot of, you know, economic and financial sort of anxiety. And I think this is all connected to everything that you've been doing and a lot of ways to help this individual out. Hanged Man, yeah. 9 of Swords, damn. 3 of Wands. And the 10 of Cups. There you go. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So for you, yeah, it's been about making somebody's dreams come true, but are they your dreams come true, right? Or is it just like you've been there just to make their dreams come true, right? Wow, 9 of Swords is a lot of anxiety that they're carrying. They do have the Hanged Man here. I think that you might be dealing with someone who, to a certain degree, has not really taken a lot of responsibility for their actions or for their failures. Hanged Man shows up, and it could very well be that, you know, they are waking up now. They may now be waking up to a certain area in their life where they really haven't put the right effort in, right? Or they may indeed still be sort of not realizing, right? Not realizing that it's down to them. Not realizing that, you know, if you want to really achieve your goals, that it's really down to how much work you put in. This realization may just be coming in for them now, but up until now, it probably wasn't there. The Hanged Man is definitely the card for awakening. So when the Hanged Man shows up, that means that an awakening is happening. It doesn't mean that you're continuing to languish in this attitude, but it means that you're waking up from it. And they may indeed be, but I'm not sure that they necessarily are connecting it to this relationship with you in terms of, you know, they may be realizing now that they haven't put enough energy into you, right? Into loving you. They may be realizing now that they've been taking advantage of you to a certain degree because they're getting a lot of mixed emotions from you here with that 8 of Wands. They can't quite suss out where you're really at right now. And I think that you do have a lot of mixed emotions towards them. Of course, if you're resonating with this, you know, reading. 9 of Swords indicates that they're having a lot of sleepless nights and anxiety. And it could be the guilt. You know, they may be waking up to some guilt. They may be waking up to the fact that they've, you know, really taken advantage of you, perhaps financially, taken advantage of the fact that you support them, you care for them. This could be a real realization coming in for them. Nevertheless, 10 of Wands does feel like they've been carrying a burden, and this relationship is something to do with that burden. So I don't know if they're still connecting the fact that it's down to their own decisions why they are in the positions that they are right now, which is a high level of anxiety and worry. Could be that the things or the projects that they've been working on, that they've perhaps been getting you, right, to financially support, aren't working out, and now they're starting to get really nervous about it. But again, there seems to be a lack of actual sort of connectedness between the two of you in terms of affection and love. Three of Wands, Ten of Cups. Well, you are definitely this week going to be resonating with a high level of socializing and communicating with your friends and those that really care for you. Three of Wands is also the card for patience and virtue, right? So with Three of Wands, we see that, you know, it's time to really step back, wait for some information to come in, you know, wait for some new, either an event, information, a meeting, whatever. There's certain something that has to happen in your life or come into your life. Excuse me. That is going to reveal the best way forward. I think that right now with this moon energy, you're just not sure which way to go. Ten of Cups does indicate that you have a lot of love for them, and I think it's going to be very difficult for you to just like say, well, I don't want to deal with you, or I don't want to be with you. I think, like I said, you're involved with somebody who, I'm not saying they're incapable of love or incapable of loving you, but they're just a very self-centered individual. And again, they may be waking up now to a lot of this, right? With the Hanged Man, they may be now just waking up this week, waking up. And you could say too little, too late. But for you, you're still not sure of what you want to do, because that Three of Wands is letting you know that you really need to have patience right now and let a few more things happen, or a few more things be revealed to you, and so that you're sure of what your next move is. Remember, Ten of Cups does indicate completion here. It does indicate to a certain degree that you found, for you, this is the right person. This is the right partner. Seeing them as sun energy is positive, right? You see them as the sun to your moon, right? And although the moon brings with it a lot of anxiety and chaos and confusion, if we're just talking about feminine and masculine energies, you know, resonating with the feminine and having the other individual seeing them as the masculine is very compatible. Excuse me. So I think that in a lot of ways, Capricorn, you do see them as your mate. You are very committed to them. And I don't think that this is something that you're easily ready to give up. Nevertheless, there will be some discussions that need to happen this week. And you're really going to have to sort of like talk to them about this financial upheaval, right? Like I said, this Ten of Wands is laying down this burden. It could be the relationship with you or the way they see it. It could also be just the way they've been behaving in the relationship. They may be waking up to the fact that they've brought a lot of baggage and hang-ups to this relationship, and it's time to lay that down if they want this to ever get deeper or go further or be stronger. All right, guys, let me pull out your romance messages for this week just to see what they have to say to you. Yeah, Capricorn, I mean, you're dealing with a real tough one here, you know, somebody who let go of control issues. Absolutely. Somebody who is really self-centered. That doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make them incapable of loving, but it takes a certain amount of strength to love somebody who's like that, right? They may love you back, but they may not be able to show it to you exactly the right way. See, here we go. Let go of control issues and let your friends help you. This is something that I felt earlier, that this week you're going to be dealing with a lot of friends who may be helping you out, maybe talking you through this situation. And certainly letting go of control issues is a message that is going to be very applicable here, right? I think a lot of the control issues have come from this person, right? But it can also be you too. Like, it could be that to a certain degree you may have been trying to control the issue through finances or through money. You're realizing now that this is not going to work that way. In any case, these are the messages for you from the romance angels this week, and I do think that they definitely apply. Definitely seek out friends that you trust, whose opinions you trust, you know, who you know are looking out for your best intentions always, right? Seek those out and talk to them about what's going on. They may be able to provide even more clarity, and you may be able to get to a place where you're not feeling so unsure, right? they're not having so much anxiety. There's definitely something going on here, right? This week, and it definitely is something that needs to be discussed. All right, Capricorn, this is your reading, March 15th to the 22nd. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to leave me comments letting me know if you're going through this. But right now, I'm just going to say, Capricorn, have a wonderful week. Oh, don't forget to let me know if you're interested in the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. You have to be subscribed and leave me a comment. March 31st, the winner will be announced. But for right now, guys, I'm going to say have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your love outlook. Bye-bye now.